Gary was talking a little bit yesterday just about how playing for Willie and this program is unique to him. And one of the things he mentioned was like, they don't really, I guess, call you out in film work. Like they'll have, like a player development or an assistant come to you with some of the stuff they see on film. Just what is unique about I guess this situation here compared to other places you've been in the league?
Yeah, who did you say?
It was Gary Clark.
Gary. Yeah, it is different in that regard. I'm kind of old school, so I'm kind of used to that. So it was definitely something to get used to, and it's refreshing. He trusts his coaches to be able to relay that message, and it gives it a kind of a personal touch. Today's NBA, we got a lot of younger guys in the league that make a lot of have a lot of an impact on the team. So you want to make sure you can reach them where they are, and the biggest thing is that they receive the information. No matter how it needs to be given to them, as long as they can receive it and put it on the court. That's the biggest thing that matters to this organization. So it's definitely different and refreshing.
Is the one-on-one time you get with your PD coach going over film just a lot more in general compared to where you've been in the past?
No. I think we always used to watch film, but it used to be a kind of a double or triple dose if you got in front of the camera, got in front of the TV, and you're in front of everybody. The head coach would also call it out and point it out. And a lot of times in situations like that in this league, the guys that play the most may not get called out, and then the ones that don't, their few mistakes get. So that helps navigate. We don't have to worry about people feeling like coach has favorites and things of that nature. So that's another reason why it's good.
Does it help if most of the mistakes are brought out by your PD guy? Like if Willie does bring up something in film, does it kind of make it stick?
Yeah, for sure. Because he doesn't mention it much. Obviously we have, and we don't call them mistakes. We call them, things to improve on. And it's not just the PD coaches. I'll call somebody out. I'll tell somebody. It's more about, we police ourselves. It's not just one. It's not a dictatorship in that regard. So, if I see something, I'll say something. Josh will speak up. Bi, Jonas. Even the young guys will say something to us. So it breeds that environment to be able to talk to each other.
You pull people aside and practice during games like all the time, but it seems like it's received really well by everybody. Where does that come from, and that relationship that you've been able to develop with some of these guys?
Yeah, I don't really know. Maybe I was just bossy as a kid and just felt like I could. But I think the biggest thing, playing on so many different teams, seeing so many different leadership styles, whether it be veterans or coaches, just understanding. You got to get to know guys. You got to be able to meet them where they are, as I said. The biggest thing is that they take the information and use it. You don't have to berate them. You have to just talk to them in a way that they can understand. And I just try to get to know guys first and foremost, and then so you can speak to them on that level.
Minnesota is one of the best offensive rebounding teams in the league, but you guys are as well. How important is for you guys is defensive rebounding?
Right. So we got a defensive rebound. That's the thing, and we got an offensive rebound to keep them out of transition. I think defensive rebounding is very important. We took a step back in Toronto, so that's something we really need to focus on. But offensive rebounding, we've kind of taken a step back a little bit over the last 10 games that we saw yesterday and some stats that we talked about. So we want to make sure we up that so we can get those extra shots. But we definitely need to make sure we defend and rebound.
You guys played them multiple times, but it was like way much earlier in the season before you guys kind of hit your groove. I mean, is there anything that you take away from? For one thing, I noticed that 2 of the worst three-point shooting games you guys had were against them. I'm not sure if that really factors in, considering how much different you guys are. But I mean, what are some of? Do you look at those games, or do you kind of look at it like you guys are just a different team?
Yeah, it's been a lot. We're a different team. They're a different team. We look at the games in terms of to see what plays they run and what worked for them. That they may look back at and try to use against us. But in terms of our team, we're focusing on ourselves. Like you said, we've changed a lot since the last time we played them, and we hope to come out and play the way we've been playing the last 15, 20 games.
The last game that you guys had didn't end very well here. I don't know if you use that for fuel. Has it been brought up?
Nah, it hadn't been brought up. I don't even remember it. I really don't. I still don't remember. I just remember we lost, and we lost pretty. They beat us pretty bad. But the fuel is that they beat us on our home court. pretty good. And when we try to defend our home court, we've done a pretty good job as of late, so we want to continue that trend.